So I'm doing something completely out of my comfort zone. I may never post this, but you know what? It's worth a shot. Because I like drawing and I like talking. Right now I'm doing plant drawings. And this is my first one, actually. And I just thought it'd be fun to share it. What I'm using today is just a mechanical pencil. It's 0.7 millimeters, and it's worn off, and you can't see. You can't even see what it says. And for the leaves, G07 Nile Green. You see that? It's not going to focus because I'm using an old iPhone. Yep, Nile Green G07. And then for the pot, I'm using this Copic sketch. It's a C7 cool gray. Can't focus. Anyway. And then just for some highlights and blending purposes, I'm using a white colored pencil. So, sketchbook. It's just one I got at Barnes & Noble like 3 years ago. But, yeah, I'm really into houseplants right now. I love houseplants. So, I'm drawing my houseplants. I drew my golden pothos, variegated. It's right there. That's my golden pothos. I have an enjoy on the way in the mail because I found out that you can order plants in the mail, and that's dangerous, you know, for plant heads, pot heads. I'm not a pothead. I'm sorry, Mom. So anyway, right now, this current drawing is going to be my peace lily that my mother-in-law gave me when we moved into our apartment. It's gonna be great. So pretty much, I'm starting out. I drew the pot. Now I'm drawing the stems. Starting with the ones closest to me because it's easier to draw. It's easier to draw behind than it is to draw on top, to me anyway. So I start with what's closest to me and I work backwards. And that might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a professional. If you want professional help, go to Skillshare. This is not sponsored. So anyway, drawing leaves, drawing little clusters, little pups. Honestly, I could probably separate this guy, divide its roots, and put it in separate pots, but whatever. Here's what I'm doing. Okay, so drawing some stems out. You know, they kind of just all come out of one spot at the bottom. I'm gonna draw some more right here, and they kind of just choop. So it's good to make like sound effects when you're drawing. It helps me. I hope it helps you. And right here, I'm going to draw. I'm just gonna be bold. Let's just draw a leaf. And you know what? Who cares? The thing is, you may hate your drawing. You may not like it very much. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's professional. It doesn't matter if you've taken formal classes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. What matters is that you like it. Do you like what you're drawing? I just said it didn't matter if you liked what you're drawing. But you know what I mean. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. Don't criticize yourself so much, okay? Just have fun. If you're not having fun in what you're drawing, what's the point of even drawing? You know? I have to remind myself that. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm not where I want to be. It only matters that I'm having fun. It only matters that I keep progressing. I keep moving forward. I keep finding new things to draw. New places to go to draw. But, you know, just you do you, man. And then sometimes the leaves kind of like fold down like this, kind of fold forward. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not even paying attention to the thing. So sometimes they do that. Do a little stem right there. Oh, and then there's another one like right in front of it. But if you have any, here's my process, okay? I know I'm not really giving y'all like a lot of details on what I'm doing, All I'm doing is looking at this plant from my perspective, and I'm just putting it down on this paper, what I see. So you might even want to do a little dirt line. Who knows? Who knows what you want to add to your plant? As long as it makes you happy. And you know what? Plants make me happy. So plants make me happy. So I'm going to draw some plants. And most of my Peace Lily's leaves are doing very well. She just sprouted out some new growth. Like this little leaf right here has a brother. I'm just going to draw it like that. This leaf, he has another one right there. And they're all coming out of like the same stems, tubers. I don't know what those are. Are tubers roots? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. So, draw as many leaves as you want. So, oh, there's going to be like one out here, kind of. Like that. Most of them are healthy because I watered it not too long ago. But, you know, they're thirsty creatures. They're thirsty things. So, they like a lot of water. And I don't always water mine enough. And sometimes I overwater it. Who knows? It just depends on the week. But I'm happy with it. My favorite thing to draw, I think, is nature stuff. I used to want to draw people so bad. I still do. I still want to draw people. I want to do illustrations. I want to take kids somewhere else, like in the book, you know, because that's what books did for me as a kid. That's kind of weird, but whatever. We're just gonna go with it. Who cares? It's my plant. I want to give kids like an escape, you know, whether it's escape from a bad situation or just they have an imagination and feeding that, you know. Kids should be kids. When I was a kid, I used to read books, and the ones with pictures were my favorite because they would take me somewhere, you know. I still think of like stories in my head and stuff, but yeah, I still want to draw people. I just know that it's not my strength, so I'm focusing on what I do better at some of the days. So and then some days I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna draw people. Whatever you want to work on, just find something you're good at and do it. Find something you want to do and do it more, you know. So I think that's probably enough. I might add some more later. But the first thing I do after I lay down the pencil, I don't do line work next. I don't ink it. I put down colors first just because I like the way that looks. So I'm going to pop the top on that. And so the ones that are closer to me, I don't do them as dark and heavy. If you want to learn about like the way light reacts and shadows and all stuff like that, you can go look at, I believe it's Almanzo Dunn's profile or channel on YouTube. He does a great job teaching you about shading and volume and how all those react to each other. But today I'm just doing plants and how I like to draw them. So the ones closer to me I do lighter just because I like the way that looks, and the ones in the background I do darker because they're farther away from me. And that's probably absolutely wrong, but here I am. So I'm not here to do things the tried and true proven way. I'm here to do things the way I like them. So just remember, do things the way you like them. And you might watch this and be like, oh, I hate the way she does that. And that's fine. But I also like doing the edges a little darker than the middle, just because I feel like it gives it some depth, some dimension. Just pick up a marker or crayons. Who cares? Go dig out like your kids' art supplies and just go crazy. Doesn't matter. I was just drawing today. I was like, I'm gonna take a video of this. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'm gonna share it with YouTube. Because honestly, I was trying to figure out how to draw, like what people's techniques are on drawing plants. Don't get me wrong, there's some good techniques out there, but just wasn't what I was looking for. So like, I'm just gonna do what I'm looking for. I'm gonna try to figure that out. Oh, I might need a brown. I can use my people brown. But, you know, if you can't find it, do it. There are not enough tutorials out there. There are not enough people sharing. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're great. It doesn't matter if you think you're great. You know? We want what you have to share. There's always enough room in the art community for everybody. So this one that's kind of hanging over, I'm going to make it darker underneath. So it's kind of like shading it. And then lighter up here. And then kind of leave it like that. I kind of like that. But, yeah, I just go over every leaf, every stem. I do it the way I feel I like it. And you might be frustrated because you're like, you're not telling me the rules. But the thing is, I hate rules. I hate having to follow, like, a formula. I want to do things the way I want to do them and not be criticized. Which life doesn't always work that way, granted. But in art, just do whatever you like. Especially if you're not... The thing is, I'm not going to publish this. I'm not trying to get the approval of someone. So in your sketchbook, do it however you want. Don't seek the approval of somebody who's not even... doesn't even care, you know what I mean? Like, who are you seeking the approval of? For me, I'm a Christian, so I'm seeking the approval of God. And when I'm looking at his creation, and I just feel the need to worship him because of that. And I think if I'm worshiping him in spirit and in truth, and if I'm loving my neighbor as I love myself, I think I have his approval. And you know what? I don't always have to fight for his approval. Actually, I don't have to at all, because Jesus died on the cross for me. I automatically have his approval because of Jesus. So, when you're doing your art, whether you know God or not, don't make your approval, don't seek approval from the eyes of men. Okay? Seek approval from God. Or seek approval from God. He loves you. So, do your work is not unto men, and you'll have a lot more joy. So there are my leaves, kind of half-heartedly done. Now I'm going to do the pot. And I love this gray. So you just kind of fill in the spots of the pot that you see. I have clean lines. I don't always have clean lines, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we have clean lines or not, right? We're here to have fun. We're here to have fun. Okay, so. So how do I want to do this? Because here's how my pot looks. But I'm not going to do all that detail. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. Who knows? Who knows? I might find it along the way. I love this. I kind of did this on the pot before that I showed you on that pothos. It's kind of like a gradient. I like it. And then I just go along on the outside. Kind of give it a cleaner line. I like that, you know? And I'll kind of do that around. You're going to have a darker bottom because that's kind of like it's rounded, so it's going to be shaded at the bottom. I'm going to make it darker here, try to make a better gradient. Also, if you want to learn how to use Copics, shading, sketching, like whatever, Draw with Jazz is really good. You probably already know that. If you found your way to my channel from searching, you've probably already seen Draw with Jazza. So, oh, I kind of like that. I like that. I give a dark line right there. Also, I'm using the brush tip. It has a chisel tip as well, but I just like the brush tip because it gives me more control. And then it's kind of like out a little bit. Maybe a little shade around this lip. Yeah. And we'll go across a little bit like that. I like that. Remember to go like round. Leave it a little lighter right there. Do a little darker on the edges. Oop. You know, it's okay if you go outside the line a little bit. Just go back over it. It's kind of like eyeliner. If you mess up one eye and it's not even, just go over the next one. Just keep going until you get them even. And if you just gotta start over, that's fine. I'm not gonna add shade yet. Or highlights. So next, it's gonna be a super long video. I'm gonna get the darkest brown I have in my skin collection. I don't have a skin collection. And I'm gonna use a brush tip to fill in the soil kind of area. So here we go. I've never done soil before. So we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a good texture for soil, so I think I'm just gonna make a gradient. Shading. So I'm gonna make it darker in the back because it's kind of under the leaves and stuff. And the edges aren't as covered by leaves and shadows. So I'm gonna make it dark right there. You know what? I might try my other. I can either go back over this lightly with this color and then back where the shadows with it darker. But what I think I'm gonna do is get this guy out. And do this. See? It's gonna be lighter even if I put it a lot down. I'm just gonna go over it like that. Do some soils. And just go over that line where it meets a lot. And we'll give you a good gradient. The only thing is colors don't mix very well on this paper, but now it looks kind of like clay. But you know what? Whatever. I don't care. It's my plant. If I want to plant my plant in clay or not, that's my prerogative. So there's the colors. Now we add line work, which I think this makes it pop so much. So I just go over the spots, like, not even heavily. Okay, so my phone storage is full, and it stopped filming pretty much at the beginning of me doing line work, but, you know, we're just going to roll with it. So, in between that little cut and now, I finished line work, and I explained to you that I go over the pencil lead, mostly the outside of the leaves. And then also their little stem in the middle. Sometimes I leave it off, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Whatever you're feeling. And then I go around the outside rim of the pot, and then around the outside edge of the pot. And that's pretty much it. I didn't do anything to the soil here just because I like the way it looks. But yeah, so final step I do in sketching plants is I take my white Crayola colored pencil, and I kind of just give it some highlights. You know, this is especially fun if it's a variegated variety, because you can really make it pop, but I don't know, I just kind of like it. So go over kind of like the tops, kind of lighten up that green. Just add some highlights, you know, just fun. Just fun. If you don't want to do this, if you want to stop before, that's fine. You do whatever you want. But it kind of softens the spots you may have left white. Kind of softens it. I don't really like that one. I'm going to go back over that with green. I like that a little darker. Like that. I'm going to go over the stems. Sorry, talking with that in my mouth. I'm going to go over the stems. Just because they're in shade, they're in shadow, you know. They're gonna be shadowed, so they need to be darker because there's leaves right over them. So I'm gonna go over the leaves again. one more time with it. Or not the leaves, the stems. The leaves are the ones reaching for the light. So we're going to leave them the way they are. And then, oh, shadow. I like the spots that I left white. I like going over this with them. You know, you might not even tell that much of a difference on the video, or it might not look as good, but I like it, and that's all that matters. Maybe you want to go over yours with like a neon green. I don't know. You do whatever you want. This is your plant. So, yeah. So that's it. That's my peace lily. And it's not blooming, sadly, but I think you look pretty good on paper, guy. See y'all next time.